We're now going to take a look at the custom drawable that we created for the saved recordings activity, specifically for the toggle button within that activity. And as you recall from the test drive, when you select a particular recording to play, you have a play pause toggle button, and the icon on that button changes each time you tap it. Initially, it's a play button indicating that you can now go play the audio. If you touch it to play the audio, it switches to a pause button while playback is occurring so that you can then pause the playback of that audio. And to define such a custom drawable, we use a selector element, which is what you see here in the play underscore pause underscore drawable.xml file. And within the selector, you have to have two item elements for a toggle button. One of the item elements specifies the drawable to use when the state of the toggle button is true, which means that it is checked, and the other one specifies the drawable to use when the state of the toggle button is false, that is unchecked. So when the state is true, we're in the midst of playback, therefore we want to display a pause icon, and when the state is false, then we are not currently playing back the audio, therefore we want to display the play icon, and these two icons are included in our drawable HDPI folder. You can see the play button or play image rather and pause image respectively, and once again we took these from the standard icons that come with the Android platforms. Now to create this file, we right clicked on our project and selected new and then Android XML file, and remember, if this option is not being displayed here, you can always go to other, and within the Android node you can select XML file as well. Then we said which type of resource we wanted to create, and in this case we wanted a drawable, which is automatically going to place that resource into the drawable folder. We specified the file name, of course, and in addition we said that the base element inside of that XML file should be selector, and then we clicked finish to create the file. Now once we did that, we were presented with a file that contained everything except the two item elements, which we then entered by hand, and you can do the same if you like. Now to use this XML file as a custom drawable, back in the saved recordings activities layout, you can see the toggle button, and once again we already talked about this in a previous video. Here is the drawable top attribute for the toggle button, saying that we want to put a custom drawable above the text on the button, and the specific drawable we want to use is the play pause drawable, and it will automatically go into our drawable folder and load up the XML representation of that drawable for us.